Today we will discuss about northwest corner method in case of unbalanced problem. So getting the initial solution by using northwest corner method. Now we will see in case of unbalanced. So when the given TP transportation problem is unbalanced, so how we'll apply the northwest corner method in order to get the solution, that we'll see in the today's class now. Okay, now for that we have taken a problem where we have three outlets ABC are supplied by the three suppliers XYZ. So XYZ are the three suppliers and ABC represents the three different outlets. Now whatever the data here given to us, it is represents, that means this entire values figures represents a different cost associated with these outlets and these suppliers, and that has been given in pounds. Now this is the total supply of each supplier and this is the total demand of each outlet. Okay, now how could we judge either this problem is a balanced or unbalanced? Means the first and basic step that we need to do here is we need to calculate what is the total supply and what is the total demand. If the total supply is equal to total demand, then we will call this as balanced. Otherwise, if it is not equal, then we will call such a problem as unbalanced. Now see here, what is the total demand? What is the total demand? Means 120 is the total demand. See here, 50, 40, 90 plus 30, 120. So total demand is 120. What is the total supply? It is 40 plus 60, 100 plus 50, 150. So does 120 is equal to 150? Means never. So the demand is not equal to supply. Thus the given transportation is unbalanced. So we first of all, in order to apply the northwest corner method, the first and basic step is we need to formulate the given problem into a balanced transportation. How we will do this one? For that we need to identify where we have the scarcity, where we have the shortage, defect. So here the demand is 120 but the supply is 150. That means we need to introduce one more, that means 50, 40, 30. One more 30 has to be introduced. That means one more demand. So we need to introduce another column where the demand is 30. That such a column we will call it as dummy column. So thus the given transportation is unbalanced. So to balance it, let us introduce a column with cost 0. When we will take the cost as 0, and such a column we will call it as dummy column, and the demand is 30. Why we have taken that 30? Defect amount 150 minus 120, the defect amount we will take here. Okay, so the demand should be 30. See here, all this till here we have taken all that is given problem. Okay, now in this we have introduced another column, that is D, where the total demand is 30 and the cost associated with it is 0, and this we will call it as dummy column. Now we will find out what is the total supply and what is the total demand. It is 150 demand as well as 150 supply. See here, demand equal to 150 and supply is also equal to 150. That means demand is equal to supply. Hence the transportation is balanced. Now allocate. Now when it is balanced, the next one what we need to do means, now we need to identify what is the northwest corner, or else we can say that top left corner. Top left corner. See here, what is the element present here at the top left? Means x comma a column. X comma a column. Now allocate the minimum value of x comma a. Which value that we need to assign? We need to check supply as well as demand. What is the supply at x? Means it is 40. What is the demand at x? Means it is 50. A column. So which is the lower value? That value has to be allocated. Now how do we make this allocation? Means see here, 40. This is the minimum value. So we will strike out this 40 and we will write the 40 value here, and after this one, corresponding to that where we have the demand, we'll strike out that. That means this 40 has to be subtracted from this. Now 50 minus 40, that will become 10. Now that 10 value that we will write here. This is the new demand has been formed. Now what is the available value here means 0. 0, 60, 50. That is the column, and this is the supply, and this is the new demand that is available. Okay. Now we need to identify how to move. Okay. Now either horizontal movement or vertical movement. We have the two different movements here. Now which one that we need to consider here at this level? For that we will see that where we have the excess. Now here we will write as at x comma a, demand is exceeding supply by 10. That means by 10 units the demand is more than the supply. So now demand is present in a vertical direction. See here, this is a vertical direction, this is horizontal direction. Now demand is present, excess is present in the demand. So we need to move. So move vertically. Okay. When we will move to the vertically, then where we will come? At y comma a, the vertical. See here at this cell, y a. At y comma a, what is the demand? The demand is, what is the demand present here? 10. And supply is, what is the supply present? 60. Supply is 60. So the minimum value has to be allocated. So what is the minimum value? So the minimum value in brackets will specify 10 will be allocated, and the same, that means the same value, and the same will be subtracted from higher value. What is the higher value here? 60 is the higher value, that is supply. Then we will get new allocation. Now let us see that one. Now let us allocate the 10 to y comma a cell. So here the value 10 will be allotted. As we have making an allocation, so we will cancel that one and it will become 0. And from this 60 we will deduct this 10. Now what is the rest value that will get means 50. Now here it is already 0. Now here it is 50. Now in this row it is 0, 40, 30, 30. So this is a new supply after the iteration that we will get. Okay. Now again we need to check at which cell that we are at present. At y comma a, the demand is 10, 0 and supply is exceeding demand by 50. So move horizontally. So wherever that we have, see here it is, we have the excess value. Now we need to move horizontally. Okay. Now when we will move horizontally, then where do we reach? At y comma b. At y comma b. At y comma b. That means this is a new cell. Here again we will see what is the demand and what is the supply. At y comma b, the demand, what is the demand here? 40 is, the demand is 40 and supply is 50. So allocate which one has to be allocated? The minimum value. So allocate 40 and subtract the same from higher value. Which is the higher value means 50 is the higher value. Okay. Now we'll form another transportation matrix here. Now this is a new transportation. Now under this one, how much that we need to allocate means 40 will be allocated here. So it will be cancelled and here we'll get 0, and from this 50 we will deduct this 40. Then we'll get 10 here. Then the new supply will become 0, 10, 50. Okay. Now again we'll check after the allocation. So here we will write after allocation. See at y comma a, which is exceeding, supply is exceeding than demand. After allocation at y comma b, supply is exceeding demand. So supply is exceeding, that means we need to move horizontally. Full stop. So move horizontally. When we'll move horizontally, that means we'll come to this cell. That means like see here, this one. That means y comma c. At y comma c, the demand is 30. The demand is 30, 30, and supply is 10. So allocate 10 and subtract the same from 30, because 30 is the highest value. Okay. Then we'll get the new transportation. Now, so as we have the excess here, now we will move horizontally. That means horizontally we'll put as 30 and 10. 10 is the minimum value. We'll allocate 10 and we'll just cancel this 10 and it will become 0 here, and here from 30 yes we'll subtract 10, then we'll get 20 here. So what are the demands? 0, 0, 20, 30. Okay. Now again next one, what happened after allocation? Where we have made the allocation now? At y comma c, the demand, see demand is 20 but the supply, see here the supply is 0. The demand is exceeding supply. So move vertically. That means vertically that we need to move now. Vertically when we'll move, then we'll come to z comma c. At c, vertical movement. See from here to here. So here the cell is z and here the column is c. At z comma c, we'll compare the same. At z comma c, the demand is 20. The demand is 20. And what is the supply at c, z comma c? 50. And supply is 50. So which one has to be allocated now? Allocate 20, because 20 is the lowest value, and subtract the same from higher value. From higher value. Okay. Now we'll do the next iteration. Yes. Now when we'll move vertically, see here vertical movement. Now here the demand is 20, supply is 50. So we'll allocate 20, we'll cancel this one and it will become 0, and we'll subtract the same 20 from here and it will become 30. Now whatever the new supply, 0, 0, 30. Okay. Now after we'll write the same thing. Okay, so after allocation at Z comma C, the supply is exceeding demand. So move horizontally. Why horizontally? Because here 30 is more value. So move horizontally. So when we'll move horizontally, then we'll go at Z comma D. At Z comma D, the demand and supply are equal, because here also 30, here also 30 are equal. So allocate the same value, same, and it will be the optimum level. Okay, now move horizontally and 30 will allocate the same here. It will become 0 and it will become 0. So like this, as we'll find out the allocation. Now we need to find out what is the total cost, because already we have reached to the optimum level. So we will find out the total cost. How we'll find out the total cost? 9 into 40, 9 is the cost, 40 is the allocation, plus 10 into 10 plus 8 into 40 plus 12 into 10 plus 8 into 20 plus 0 into 30. Okay, so 360 plus 100 plus 320 plus 120 plus 160 plus 0. So 360, 460, 480, 480, 580, 680, 780, 780, 800, 900, 1000, 1060. 1060 is the total cost, which has been given in pounds. Like this, as we'll find out the optimum initial feasible solution for the given transportation by using northwest corner method when it is in unbalanced. Okay, thank you.